Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, saya Ratih Harija, dosen tetap Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris STKIP PGRI Ponorogo. Pada kesempatan kali ini, izinkan saya memaparkan salah satu mata kuliah yang saya ampu pada semester genap 2024-2025, yaitu mata kuliah Paragraph Writing pada program studi pendidikan bahasa Inggris dengan metode Delivery, Interaction, dan Assessment. Video ini dibuat sebagai salah satu syarat sertifikasi dosen tahun 2025, yaitu pernyataan diri dosen dalam unjuk kerja Tridharma Perguruan Tinggi atau PDD, UKT, PT bidang pengajaran. Berikut akan saya sampaikan deskripsi dan informasi umum terkait mata kuliah Paragraph Writing dengan kurikulum OBE pada Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris STKIP PGRI Ponorogo dengan bobot mata kuliah 2 SKS. Mata kuliah ini merupakan mata kuliah wajib prodi yang masuk dalam rumpun mata kuliah keterampilan berbahasa Inggris. Mata kuliah ini ditempuh mahasiswa pada semester 2 tanpa mata kuliah prasyarat. Mata kuliah ini merupakan pendukung kompetensi mahasiswa calon guru, yaitu agar mahasiswa mampu menginternalisasi nilai, norma, dan etika akademik, mampu menerapkan pemikiran logis, kritis, sistematis, dan inovatif dalam konteks pengembangan atau implementasi ilmu pengetahuan dan teknologi yang memperhatikan dan menerapkan ilmu humaniora sesuai dengan bidang keahliannya. Mampu pula menunjukkan kinerja mandiri, bermutu, dan terukur, menguasai keterampilan berbahasa Inggris minimal setara dengan tingkat post intermediate untuk menciptakan komunikasi baik lisan maupun tertulis secara lancar, akurat, efektif, dan berterima. Sedangkan CPMK pembelajaran mata kuliah Paragraph Writing adalah mampu menunjukkan kejujuran akademik, menghindari plagiarisme, dan menggunakan referensi yang kredibel serta mengikuti konvensi penulisan akademik yang berlaku, mampu menerapkan pemikiran logis, kritis, sistematis, dan inovatif dalam menyusun paragraf bahasa Inggris dengan mengembangkan ide secara koheren, menggunakan supporting details yang relevan, dan mengorganisasi informasi dengan struktur yang jelas. Mampu menghasilkan paragraf bahasa Inggris yang memenuhi standar akademik dengan indikator keberhasilan yang dapat diukur secara objektif. Mampu memanfaatkan tools digital untuk proses writing, editing, dan publikasi, serta mengintegrasikan sumber-sumber digital yang kredibel. Mampu mendemonstrasikan akurasi grammar, kekayaan vocabulary, dan kelancaran dalam mengekspresikan ide secara tertulis. Mampu menerapkan prinsip-prinsip cohesion, coherence, text structure, dan discourse marker untuk menghasilkan tulisan yang efektif dan mudah dipahami sesuai dengan kurikulum OBE. CPMK tersebut dijabarkan ke dalam beberapa sub CPMK yang nanti akan dicapai mahasiswa dalam setiap pertemuannya selama 1 semester atau 16 pekan, yaitu adalah pekan pertama sampai pekan ke-7 sebelum UTS dan pekan ke-9 sampai ke-15 sebelum ujian akhir semester. Perkuliahan secara sinkronus saya lakukan secara tatap muka di kelas atau di ruang perkuliahan, sedangkan perkuliahan asinkronus saya laksanakan di WhatsApp group. Hal ini digunakan untuk memfasilitasi mahasiswa terkait diskusi penugasan materi dan hal-hal yang perlu dipersiapkan sebelum perkuliahan dimulai, ataupun membahas hal-hal dari perkuliahan yang sudah dilampaui. Dalam kegiatan pembelajaran saya menerapkan model student Center Learning, di mana saya mengutamakan keaktifan juga peran serta mahasiswa dalam kegiatan belajar mengajar, yaitu dengan menerapkan multimetode seperti ceramah aktif, diskusi, penugasan, dan juga inquiry dan klinis. Selain itu, saya juga menggunakan multimedia dalam menyampaikan berbagai materi dalam setiap pertemuannya yang meliputi PowerPoint materi dan Google Doc dalam klinis pembuatan paragraf yang disesuaikan dengan masing-masing sub pokok bahasan dalam pertemuan. Referensi yang saya gunakan adalah berbagai buku terkait kemampuan menulis berbagai jenis paragraf. Untuk penilaian proses dan penilaian hasil dengan presentasi pembobotan, yaitu kehadiran dan keaktifan selama KPM adalah 10%, kemudian tugas kelompok adalah 5%, tugas mandiri 20%, UTS 25%, dan UAS adalah 30%. Luaran dari mata kuliah ini adalah produk berupa portofolio digital dari deskriptif, narrative, expository, process, cause and effect, dan argumentative paragraph dalam bahasa Inggris berdasarkan tema-tema yang sesuai dengan kurikulum Merdeka. Berikut kita simak cuplikan kegiatan belajar mengajar yang saya lakukan di ruang perkuliahan bersama mahasiswa pada pekan ke-14 sebelum ujian akhir semester dengan pokok bahasan menulis paragraf argumentatif dengan menyatakan klaim, menyajikan bukti dari sumber kredibel, dan menggunakan citasi serta referensi yang tepat untuk menghindari plagiarisme. Selamat menyaksikan. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Are you ready to start a new tip on argumentative paragraph? Yes. Okay, argumentative paragraph is derived from the word argue. This is the verb. I will give you an example. The title is remote work policy. In this paragraph, you will find the claim, you will find the evidence, the logical reasoning, counter argument, and also the conclusion. Now, our first task is to find the claim. Can you show me the claim in the paragraph in sentence number 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5? Siva, the claim is our sentence? In sentence number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? In sentence 1. Okay. In sentence 1, can you find the claim? Siva already give the answer. I hope you give the clue. Where is the claim? Yeah. The sound is quite scary, yeah? Should be implemented. The claim said the remote work policy should be implemented. This claim should be given evidence. Can you show me the evidence to support this claim? So, studies say that we can have $11,000 efficiency, correct? My question is, from that paragraph, can you show me any sentences that do not support the claim? The claim is remote work policy should be implemented. Can you find the opposing or not supporting sentences in that paragraph?
Maybe I can say because the employees spend less time commenting and more time focusing on actual work.
Look at Alan's answer. Do you agree that sentence number 4 is the counter argument or the opposing claim sentences of this paragraph? Do you agree or not? Agree? Okay, I will ask Leah. Do you agree or not that sentence number 4 is the counter argument of the claim the remote work policy should be implemented?
Yes, very good. I agree. We have two opposite.
Do you have the option?
Two opposite is argument. We have on the fourth sentence and last sentence.
The fourth sentence and the last sentence is the
Opposite.
opposite. Okay, let's check fourth and the fifth sentence. Which one is more opposed to the initial claim? The fourth or the fifth? In fourth sentences, we have the efficiency gain occur is supporting the claim by giving logical reasoning. By giving logical reasoning why company do not give extra $11,000. Yeah, so sentence number 4 is supporting the claim by giving logical reasoning. How about sentence number 5? We have two sentences here, separated by comma in sentence number 5. The first is, while some argue that remote work policies reduce collaboration, modern communication tools have proven effective in maintaining team cohesion and productivity.
Yes.
Which one of these long sentences is opposing the claim?
From sentence 5.
In sentence 5. Which one?
Reduce team collaboration.
Sentences. That one is phrase.
While some argue that
Yeah, we start from while some argue that
remote work
remote work
reduces team
reduce team
collaboration.
That is opposing or do not support the claim that we should implement the remote work policy. The next sentence, modern communication tools have proven effective in maintaining time cohesion and productivity is the
14.
we have claim, we have evidence, we have this one, we already have logical reasoning. It should be the
Conclusion.
verb to make our sentences more convincing. Yeah? We can use the word must if we are very certain. We can use must, we can use will, and also
Can.
alright. When you want to show strong certainty in your sentences or authority judgment. I think I already give two examples, yeah, for the expert from Professor Johnson and Dr. Lee, and the authority such as the American Academy of Pediatrics. So using authority or expert judgment. This one is using pathos reasoning. Usually Zaka likes to do this one, yeah? Using emotional reasoning, yeah? Because I don't imagine all the people, yeah? I think it's similar with Johnson and Sam. You can use imagine, you can use the word consider, impact on, or you can use this one. We cannot afford to blah blah blah. Yeah? So you can use the word or phrases that moves the emotional of your audience. And you can use the last, the logos reasoning. Yeah? Logos reasoning usually comes from data or result of the study. Okay, to make it clearer, I think. Okay, I will give you 5 questions. Agnes, for sentence number 3, number 1. For question number 3, it use what kind of reasoning? Ethos, pathos, or logos? Agnes, Ines already pathos. Sorry, ethos ya. Ethos. But she didn't give clue yet. What is the clue for number 1? Next. NASA only? NASA scientist. Okay. For NASA scientist. NASA scientists show the authority claim. Yeah. So you are using ethos reasoning because you are using the claim of NASA scientists. Okay. Next, number 2. Miss, choose one of you. Right? Oh, Mas Dwi is already chosen. The one behind you? Huh? Which one? Right? Ulin? Or? Okay. Ulin. Sentence number 2. Is it ethos, pathos, or logos reasoning? Pathos, why? Because it shows emotion, yeah? Emotion related to someone? It shows emotion related to, you can find the subject there. Angela? Not far away. Logos, why? Because okay, because there is a data here. About 90% are married biologists, yeah? So this one is logos. Okay, particular, choose one of your friends for question number 4. Repan. Ethos, pathos, or logos, Repan? For question number 4. Logos. Why do you choose logos for number 4? Is it related to data? For number 4, logos is reasoning based on data, yeah? Number 4, showing data or not? Yes or no, showing expert judgment or not, Revan? Yes? Really? On number 4? Which one is the expert judgment? Ada kutipan ahlinya enggak? Pendapat ahlinya tidak? No. It's not about expert judgment. It doesn't give data. It gives we have 3 here. Data related is logos. Expert related, expert and authority related is ethos. And emotional related is pathos. Which one is this, Revan? Not logos, not ethos. It means we only have one. It means sentence number 4 is pathos because it moves our emotion related to extinct animal. Ya, hewan yang akan menemukan. Just one. Friends, for the last question. Zaka. For question number 5.
Ethos.
Ethos. Why Zelda?
Goes to credible and experience. Credible and experience.
Because using credible expert judgment, yeah, from Professor William, yeah, who has published over 50 peer-reviewed articles. Good. Now let's try to make one argumentative paragraph in Google Docs. Yeah, I have sent the link to you. Can you open the link? Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's try to make a positive argumentative paragraph related to social media and images. Yeah. I will give you one strong verb, yeah, to make the claim debatable. Yeah. Social media and images. Can you add more words here? I already give you a half of the claim, yeah? Social media and teenagers can be useful if blah blah blah. Would you please add it in the Google Doc link that I have sent you, okay? So we can start to make collaborative, argumentative paragraph. Would you please add? Great. If the user can control their emotion, good. Can you give me some evidence? Sorry. Can you give some evidence to this claim? Some expert judgment maybe? If the user can control their emotion. Can you give one more sentence here? You can give evidence, you can give logical reasoning, or maybe you can give some counter argument that eventually, akhirnya, will also support the argument. Okay. I see some okay here. Please. Only one? Whatever it is. First, give some evidence. You can give some quotation, yeah? You can use this one. Or you can give some kind of fact that support this claim. Okay, so social media, whatever it is, social media. Let's make one paragraph argumentative related to social media and teenager and their emotion. Don't forget to give apostrophe, yeah? What? I think you can add more here, yeah? Social media is like not free market, free space in where we can influence each other. You can blah blah blah. their emotion. Can you give some kind of factual event or some kind of data to support this? I cannot see who is writing in the Google Docs, yeah? So feel free to write down anything so that we can learn how to make a good argumentative paragraph. Just write it here. I will try to revise it. Yeah. The symptoms will okay, are associated with depression, memory loss, and poor academic performance. Okay. This one and this one is the counter argument or opposed claim of the topic sentences. Can you give evidence that supports the claim? The use of social media for the team. When they control their emotion in social media, it can be useful. You haven't give the evidence. Find the evidence that shows social media can be good for teens if they control their emotion. And for you, please. Can you give more sentences to make the paragraph flow smoothly? We already have a claim, yeah? We already have evidence, even though we have one supporting evidence, yeah? And we have one opposing evidence, yeah? Now let's try to make a logical reasoning and conclude. I think this one is quite good. We can improve it later, yeah? So I also give you some others topic sentence, yeah? Not topic sentence, but topic in this Google Docs. I hope you can do it with your groups, yeah? In groups of 4 or between 4 or 3 is quite good, yeah? So that everyone will be able to give equal contributors in the argument. Okay? That is for our next homework. Yeah, I hope you can fill it and send me before our final test. Okay? I think that's all for today. Thank you for giving some ideas in the drafting, yeah, of our argumentative paragraph. We'll see you again next week. Please be happy and stay healthy, yeah? Bye-bye.